looks like um, all the old NDA contracts have been signed and they've been uploaded into the Databricks volumes. These volumes have been read, the files have from the volumes have been read and added into the Delta database, Delta tables, and the Delta tables have been loaded in a manual fashion into the Databricks indexes. These are the vector indexes. And We defined an endpoint for the application to go and talk to the vector database to find, as I said, the precedences for the early contracts. Um, the our lawyer agent, which sits as an app on Databricks, would more or less go in, upload the Word document, scan through it, look at summaries of what's happening, what kind of document it is, counterparties, all the details of that document. Look for those clauses which have been marked as objections with red lines in it, and try to get details from, as I said, the earlier contracts and form up a response for the lawyer to get back. So this will more or less automate the whole process of the initial review of the document and maybe subsequent reviews of the document as well, and help in overall process of speeding up the contract negotiation, right? So as I said, we have in our free edition of Databricks, I have uploaded few of these older contracts, and these contracts are standard PDFs. So let me show you one of them. This is how it looks like. It has a standard set of clauses. It's been agreed and it's been signed. So this couple of documents we uploaded into the vector data store. Um, and as I said, the Delta table is being loaded. These are the four fields that has details of the path where it is stored in DBFS. Unique ID for identifying the record, the standard text which is being captured. So it's chunked by clauses so that it's easier for the lawyer to go in and look at data in terms of clauses. Vector embeddings, which have been embedded using the models that are available inside Databricks. So this uses the standard um, Databricks embedding models, and we leveraging the other uh, GPT OSS 20 billion for summarizing as well. So that's what's happening. There is the endpoint we defined for uh, the vector search, and this is linked to the this synced with the delta table and the index. So the index has been created based on the delta table, and we will try to run the use case, right? Now, our connections on the app side is there is a model connection for Databricks. So I'm connecting to the Databricks host with a standard PAT token. On the vector database side, I'm connecting to the vector index. I have defined that endpoint as I said. And I have an MCP server which connects to Databricks, and gives me all those functionality of getting things out of Databricks. So I have around 100 plus functions or tools available. So this helps me load data into the table, look at the files and do a lot of other things, ETL, more or less automated. So this can be either automated within Databricks itself, or it can be done uploaded via the UI as well, right? So let's go into the use case and have a look at how does it look like. On the legal side, let's look at the contract negotiation as I talked about. So you give him a model to work with. Let's use the Databricks models. I have configured the 20 billion as I said. Agreement type is an NDA. I'm linking it to a knowledge base, which is your index inside Databricks. I'm going to give him a connection as well to work with so that it can load the volume data as well. So just in case I have to show the precedence documents, I have to go and connect to Databricks and get the document as well. I will upload a doc file, which is the current document. So let me show you that document as well. So the current document looks like this, and it's again the same template, but it has gone through the review process, and there are a couple of comments which have been put. So comments are that this number six, which has jurisdiction of Texas. So just in case something goes wrong, they will go to court in Texas. So the customers, the counterparty lawyers have asked for changing it to Singapore. And then the IP rights, they want it to be shared as well. So there are a couple of comments. I mean, in the real scenario, there would be multiple comments, and of course, multiple parties would be putting in the comments as well. And we'll have to go through the process of understanding and proposing something which is suitable for both the parties, right? So I'm going to upload that document as well. So what's happening here is it's going to run through the document, try to find out how many comments are there in the PDF, in the document file. It'll try to summarize, as I said, making the lawyer understand what's happening inside the contract, what type of contract, effective date, count the parties involved, and other things, right? Obligations and termination, right? So I see here there are it's found out two different comments or objections or disputes within the NDA document. Now let's start with the one at the bottom. As I said, they would like to change it to Singapore. So what it'll do is it'll go and search the vector database and try to see if there is any precedence to it. And it ran through the KB. It found similar documents which are there in the PDF. And the recommendation it's giving me is that, I should accept this clause. So why should I accept this? Because there has been something that is done before. So it's linking me to the PDF document that had vectorized before. And it's trying to tell me that it's safe, even though it says there's a risk that, you're based here in the US and the counterparty is in Singapore. If you sign it up, there would be, risk in terms of, going, negotiating and, fighting it out in a different country. It runs through the key points of what you're getting into and what should be your next steps. And it's showing me that there is a document which has exactly similar agreed terms, right? So the precedence is loaded from the volume inside Databricks again, and it's showing me which uh, document it is, right? So it says this is the clause that's picked up, which is number six here, which is here, and it's actually picked up the same thing. So let's go back and look at so what the next steps would be is that he accepts this and he copies the whole clause and puts it in the Word document and responds back, right? The other comment was that the IP rights. So it's trying to look for anything that has been accepted on the IP side before, and it's running through the KB and trying to assess it, and it says it could not find anything, but it gave a recommendation that based on some of the other clauses found in the other documents, it says it should be shared in terms of IP rights. So either you agree on something which is shared IP, or it should be something that negotiated on a um, terms where both the parties are benefited with it, right?